Imagine two people starting life on the exact same day. Both have the same age, the same 24 hours, the same dreams. 5 years later, one is still making excuses, living paycheck to paycheck, and wondering why nothing ever changes. The other has built wealth, confidence, and opportunities that seem impossible. What happened? Was one simply luckier? Or did they make hundreds of small decisions that completely changed the direction of their lives? In the next few minutes, you'll discover the biggest differences between the mindset that keeps people stuck and the mindset that helps people build success. Some of these habits may surprise you, and the final lesson could completely change the way you think about money, success, and your future. Every person dreams of living a better life. A life where money is no longer a constant source of stress. A life where unexpected expenses don't create panic. A life filled with freedom, confidence, and opportunities. Yet, despite sharing the same dream, people often end up living completely different lives. Some spend years struggling just to keep up with their bills. Others slowly build wealth, financial security, and the freedom to make their own choices. Why does this happen? Is it because some people are simply born lucky? Do successful people have secret advantages that everyone else doesn't? Or is there something much deeper happening behind the scenes? The truth is, becoming a millionaire is rarely the result of one big decision. It's usually the outcome of thousands of small decisions made consistently over many years. The way you spend your time, the way you react to failure, the people you surround yourself with, the skills you choose to learn, the habits you repeat every single day. These small choices may seem insignificant at first, but over time, they create completely different futures. Of course, mindset isn't the only factor that determines success. Education, family background, opportunities, health, economic conditions, and even luck can all influence a person's journey, but mindset often determines how someone responds to those circumstances. Two people can face the exact same challenge. One gives up, the other learns from it and keeps moving forward. That single difference, repeated over months and years, can completely change the direction of a person's life. Throughout this video, we'll follow the journeys of two fictional characters, Adam and Daniel. They begin with similar dreams, similar resources, and similar opportunities. Yet as time passes, their lives move in completely opposite directions. Not because one is smarter than the other, not because one is luckier, but because of the choices they make every single day. By the end of this video, you'll discover the habits, decisions, and ways of thinking that often separate people who remain financially stuck from those who steadily build wealth over time. Let's begin with the very first difference. Adam and Daniel graduated in the same year. Neither came from a wealthy family. Neither had a high-paying job waiting. Both wanted to become successful. But within a few months, life tested them. They applied for dozens of jobs. Some applications were rejected. Others never received a response. Adam became frustrated. He started saying, "The economy is bad. Successful people only have connections. People like me never get opportunities." Instead of focusing on what he could control, he blamed everything around him. As the weeks passed, nothing changed, not because he lacked potential, but because excuses convinced him that trying harder wouldn't make a difference. Daniel faced the exact same challenges. He received the same rejection emails. He felt the same disappointment. But instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" he asked, "What say me? What can I improve?" Every evening, he spent just 1 extra hour learning new skills. He read books, watched educational videos, practiced what he learned. Little by little, he became more valuable. At first, nothing seemed different. But after several months, his new skills opened doors that had once been closed. He landed a better opportunity, then another. And over time, those small improvements completely changed the direction of his life. This is one of the biggest differences between people who stay stuck and those who continue growing. Successful people don't ignore their problems. They simply refuse to let those problems become permanent excuses. They understand that life isn't always fair, but they also know they can choose how they respond. Because the moment you take responsibility, you stop waiting for your life to change. You begin changing it yourself, and that simple shift becomes the first step toward building lasting success. But responsibility alone isn't enough, because even when two people earn the same income, one builds wealth, while the other stays financially stuck. The next difference explains exactly why. A few years later, Adam and Daniel were earning almost the same income, but they treated their money very differently. Whenever Adam got paid, he spent first. New clothes, new gadgets, expensive dinners. By the end of the month, there was almost nothing left. Daniel also enjoyed his money, but before spending, he paid himself first. He saved a small amount, bought books, learned new skills, and invested in his future. At first, the difference seemed tiny, but month after month, those small decisions began to grow. Adam's income stayed the same. Daniel's knowledge and opportunities kept increasing. Millionaires don't become wealthy because they spend more. They become wealthy because they make their money work for their future. The question isn't, how much do you earn? It's, what do you do with what you earn? And that brings us to the next difference. Where life felt easy. He avoided new challenges. He feared making mistakes. Daniel chose a different path. He accepted that growth is uncomfortable. He learned new skills, took calculated risks, and kept improving. Every challenge taught him something valuable. Every mistake made him stronger. Comfort feels safe today, but growth creates a better tomorrow. Successful people don't grow because life is easy. They grow because they keep moving, even when it's difficult. And the next difference is even more powerful. Adam waited until he felt ready. Daniel started before he was. Adam feared failure. Daniel treated failure as a lesson. Every mistake made him wiser. Every attempt made him stronger. Success doesn't belong to those who never fail. It belongs to those who never stop trying. And the next difference is one that most people completely ignore. Adam spent hours scrolling. Daniel spent hours learning. One entertained his mind. The other trained it. A single hour may not seem important today, but repeated every day, it can change an entire future. Successful people protect their time because they know it's more valuable than money. And the next difference separates dreamers from achievers. When Adam saw successful people, he felt jealous. When Daniel saw them, he felt inspired. Instead of asking, why them? He asked, Echte, what can I learn from them? Jealousy keeps you standing still. Learning helps you move forward. And the next difference may be the most important of all. Adam waited for the perfect time, the perfect job, the perfect opportunity. Daniel started with what he had. He knew small actions, repeated every day, create big results. While Adam kept waiting, Daniel kept building. Success rarely comes from waiting. It comes from taking action. And the next difference explains why some people never stop growing. Adam believed he already knew enough. Daniel believed there was always more to learn. He read books, asked questions, learned from people with more experience. The more he learned, the more opportunities he found. Because your income often grows as your knowledge grows. And the final difference ties everything together. Adam only worked when he felt motivated. Daniel worked even when he didn't. He understood that motivation comes and goes, but discipline stays. Small actions, repeated every day, created extraordinary results over time. Success isn't built in a single day. It's built by showing up every day. Now the choice is yours.